Welcome to Mosaic Arts Online. I'm Rachel Sager, and I will be your instructor for the Uncommon Canvas. One of the first stumbling blocks a mosaic artist trips over is the frame. How do you frame your art? How do you build a substrate? Solving this problem, especially for creative people who are new to mosaic, can be daunting. You just want to make the mosaic. In this course, I will be taking you beyond the traditional understanding of what a frame actually is, what it is made of. Most of the examples I present you with are small, so they lend themselves well to micromosaic, filati, and malmischiato in particular, but they can be useful for any mosaic material. I will be introducing you to a cornucopia of mostly found items that can be used as vessels for your art. Some examples will be one-of-a-kind treasures that you can adapt into custom substrates. Others will be humble, mundane things that may be on their way to the landfill but have the potential, with a little treatment from you, to be reimagined into frames that complement your art. We'll be using just a few simple hand tools, things you may already have in your studio. Metal, wood, stone, glass, ceramic, and many other odds and ends will soon take you beyond your old definition of a frame. There is a PDF with suggested tools, materials, and resources to get you started.
Rachel, thank you so much for coming to Mosaic Arts Online. You have brought just another amazing course that is full of creativity, and this to me is just such a fun, easy, I don't want to say an afternoon course, but it kind of has that great opportunity to create in a short period of time. But there's so much more to it, and I'm going to let you go for it.
I've been kind of describing it like dessert.
Yes.
Instead of the main course.
Yes,
it's a very good complementary dessert to malmischiato, to intuitive malmischiato.
Yes. Rachel's course that is also in her library, malmischiato, of creating with her own pulled filati, which many of you are doing. If you get this course, which will be part of the bundle of those two courses, you will be in for a treat of where all of your malmischiato will now live.
You may notice that a lot of these little items that are here in front of us are very small, on the smaller side, and that makes them perfect for working with filati. And that's kind of where this course is focused, is on filati as a material.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And in the course, you only used the pre-made, bought Mervy filati, but you brought some pieces that are of your malmischiato, which is the idea, but we didn't want to get too invested in making or pulling the malmischiato. So go into a little more detail, like where are some of these beautiful items found?
Well, I've been collecting things like this for many years. A lot of us. A stirrup, yes. This may be the oddest item in the course.
But has so much potential.
I don't know. That barnacle's pretty odd, too. I'm always looking for, I have to say, since I've started working in malmischiato and filati, that's when my brain started to look at things differently. Like when I would go to a flea market or someone else's garage or something, I would be looking for openings. That's really kind of what this course is about. It's about openings that can be turned into vessels. That's a word that we use a lot in this little course. Vessel. How to turn something that you would not think of as a vessel into a vessel. And this was one of this is kind of the star of the show. I don't even know exactly how this happened, but we created a sculpture out of two vessels. It's just quite a little, it's made out of a seashell. So we had a lot of fun with that. We do some metal hammering, some copper hammering in this. So we change things just with hand tools, no power tools. No. This really is an easy course. That's a good way to say it. I don't normally teach easy courses, but this would go into that category. And
but yet hours of watching you work, because I think there's something to be said about watching Rachel make the choices she makes and teaching you how to actually properly cut and make it work on a spoon with filati. It can be challenging. There is actually some technique to it.
Yes.
So I will say that as I watched Rachel create this course, there is a lot to be said for using certain techniques, but you could sit down and do this in 2 hours. And so all of a sudden, if you're looking in your spouse's maybe toolboxes and all of a sudden you find rusty things with holes in them, he's in trouble because they're going to disappear. It's just that simple. So I think with just a few tools like the tweezers and
epoxy sculpt, that's right,
and the nippers, and you have to want to use epoxy sculpt, you can go far. You did mention something about the stirrup. Could be another tesserae
or a substrate.
That you could put. You don't have to put filati in this one. That you could use like bigger, like small T or other things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like bigger. It doesn't have to be filati at all. And some of these, I mean, this could be used with regular size mosaic too. Yeah,
exactly. So it's not just about using filati. It's more about seeing
it's more of a mindset. It's a mindset
as a way to create different mosaics with them.
Yeah. And this one is cute. The little
pill
I don't
box.
know if it's a pill box or not, but can you imagine putting a little mosaic in there and having someone open it and finding art instead of pills?
Well, you have brought just another awesome course here, and it has got so much creativity. Is there anything else you'd want to share?
Well, I would say that this course would teach you that you're only limited by your imagination. For vessels, frames, substrates, canvases, what you put your art into or onto. There's a whole other world out there beyond the traditional frame.
Yes, and I think you show that well in this course. So I can't thank you enough for bringing it.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you very much.